Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. We're here on Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026, and today's puzzle is by Kathy Boomer. It's her fifth puzzle for the New York Times over several years, the last sort of 7, 8, 9 years, something like that. And it's a Tuesday, so we'll expect an early week, hopefully not too challenging grid with a hopefully fairly straightforward theme. So let's dive in and see what Kathy Bloomer has for us for Tuesday, June 23rd. Swiss currency. Well, I think they use the euro now, don't they? Or maybe not, actually. Maybe they're one that kept their old franc, the currency. Kind of clef used for the viola as an alto clef. Command to rover. Stay, maybe? What else? Maybe heal, I suppose, but let's go with stay for now. Word after lucky or little. Lucky penny? Little penny? No, that doesn't make sense. Lucky, not sure. Reserve in advance. Reserve in advance. No. Only PG rated in terms of sexual content. Say, tame, maybe, or something like that? Menzel with a Tony for Wicked. That's Idina Menzel. Or, oh gosh, I forget what John Travolta called her. Can't remember. A blank fresca, a Latin American refreshment. Agua fresca, I think. Neural signal conductor. Oh, what are these things called? Axon, I think. Does this work? Yearnings. Yeah, yens. Sort of things that you're cravings, maybe. In a frenzy might be amok. You might run amok. New York's Staten Island. And then what does this end up being? One might involve false accounts, tax evasion, maybe? One, though. Why one? Judgmental sounds, tisks. Maybe tax scandals? Group that adjusts oil production. That's OPEC. So tax scandal looks okay. What about these downs? Let's start here. Bank protecting agency. Is it the FDIC? That sounds familiar, though I'm not sure what it stands for. To make over, to redo, maybe? Tel Aviv is a city in Israel. Number of digits in a social security number, 9. Oops, not nay. That's something else. Word, oh, lucky devil or little devil. What is a little devil? Not sure. Transparent quality, probably clarity. One might involve a false account, a cover story, perhaps. We have false, what did we have? We have false accounts in 2 places here. Okay, taper off, to abate, maybe. Apple's Apple, for one, it's their logo. The Apple company's, the Apple is their logo. Oh, to reserve in advance is to book. So college campus offering a tour. All right, enough already. Okay, you might say. Outrage is ire. A yearbook division, I guess the seniors, the senior class. $100 bills slangily. I don't know. Who's on the 100? Maybe something to do with that. Casual greeting. Don't know that either. The Reverend Leonard Clement in an Agatha Christie novel. Alias, a nickname? Alias, something name. Fake name, maybe? For each, you might have, it's $1 per, whatever it is. Follower of the Gospels, question mark. Acts, maybe, in the Bible. A vicar, maybe, the Reverend Leonard Clement. I don't know what a vicar is exactly, but they may be raised in defiance. Fists, maybe, at a protest especially. A rash decision, a hasty decision. A word of farewell in Old Rome, vale, which means literally be well, be healthy. De-ices as a road, maybe salts the road. Comet, discovered in 1995, so not Halley's Comet, because that was discovered sometime before. I'm not sure which one this is. Secretly watch with on, to spy on, presumably. Eye irritation could be a sty. Notable features of the Charleston, South Carolina skyline. Steeples? That looks right. Not sure, of course. Oh, what is this called? I forget what this comment is called. Plus other things in Latin, et alii, or other people it could be as well. Tidy up do, say. Big whoop. A big whoop, maybe? I mean, a big whoop is like a big deal, but a big whoop could be like a yell or something like that. A shout. Aha, there we go. Oh, a tidy updo could be a bun. Detangles in a way. Combs, I guess. Detangles hair. Emotional state, maybe your mood. It took more than 70 years to complete its first edition, the Oxford English Dictionary. C spots, I guess. $100 bills, slangily C spots. Oh, hey, casual greeting. Excuse me, phone call. Oh, sorry, bad call. Excuse me. Bad calls. Phone scams, maybe? Member of an ancient Peruvian empire is Inca. Looks like phone scams. Babe in a stable. A foal, maybe, is a baby horse. In that event, if so, you might say instead of in that event. Big rig, a semi truck. Vetoes is nose. And peak in Greek myth. Aussie, I guess? Everything else looks right. I don't know about this, but okay. Hail bop? Was it this? Sit down heavily, to plop down. Huff and puff. Non-dairy spread, an oleo, which is like a margarine. Jazzy Fitzgerald is Ella Fitzgerald. Like the color of a safety vest, typically. Maybe it's oleo like this. I always get those mixed up. OLIO, I think, is a potpourri, or mixture, random mixture. But I think this oleo is a margarine. Neon, anyway, like the color of a safety vest. Huff and puff is to pant. Taken a stray, say, to adopt a stray animal, for example. Some small batteries, AA batteries. We know we want the plural there because plural on batteries there. Rip-roaring good time. Not sure what we want there. Doesn't lie exactly, or a hint to this puzzle's circled letters. You know, I didn't even look at the circled letters, but it's bends the, and I guess we want truth, the R of RBG is Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So Ruth there. Whoops, hello. Bends the truth. And so we have various words for truth being bent here. We'll look at that later. Things stepped on by bad ballroom dancers. Toes, presumably. Literary Jane is Jane Eyre. Hide, wasn't it? Hide and Hair. Oh, a 1955 Bugs Bunny short, I think. Blue Locale in a 1977 Linda Ronstadt classic, I guess Blue Bayou. Montreal traffic sign, Montreal traffic sign is arrête. Jizo Pete, you could say yeesh. Region of Oakland and Alameda, East Bay, I guess. Rip-roaring good time. It was a gas, you might say, of a rip-roaring good time. Like some roofs. Galley roofs, is that a thing? To wipe out is to erase something on a chalkboard. Globe. No, not galley. Because this is going to be, globe is an orb. Target of glade or Febreze, maybe an odor. Most dangerous animal in Maine, it said, a moose. Tax scandal, gabled roof there. And messed up is aired, hide nor hair here. What am I missing? Maybe this. If so, vetoes. Nose. Phone scams. Et alia, maybe it's an et alia. Maybe it's ossa. I still don't know what that is, and that's, I mean, part of the challenge here. Et alii, et alia. Yeah, alia, et alii would be the masculine form of that. Et alia would be the neuter form of it. So I guess plus other things would be in the neuter form, whereas et alii, the normal way for abbreviating a list of people using the sort of masculine plural there, I guess. Anyway, let's take a look at theme. At 50 across, doesn't lie exactly or a hint to this puzzle circled letters. Bends the truth, and even in this one, the word truth is being bent, part of it across and part of it down. Here, at 20 across, one might involve a false account, and at 5 down, oops, transparent quality gives us cover story across and clarity down, but verity across the 2 entries. Here at 11 down, one might involve false accounts here as well. Tax scandal, and 39 across, target of Glade or Febrez's odor, and we get candor across those 2 entries. At 30 across, an alias is a fake name, and 31 down, follower of the Gospels in the Bible, the book Acts. So we have facts being bent around here. And finally, 28 down, bad calls, phone scams, and eye irritation, a sty. We get honesty being bent around the corner there. So that's a fun theme. That's a good idea by Kathy Bloomer. Other things in here, I gotta look up and see whether Switzerland still uses the franc or uses the euro. I think they still use the franc, because this clue doesn't say for sort of former Swiss currency, so I think they do, and I wonder why. I'll put it in the video description if I discover anything interesting there. Command rover does end up being stay, not heal. Little devil, I'm not sure what we want there. Is that like the shoulder devil, shoulder angel thing, or I'm not sure if there's another. Again, if I discover anything, I'll put it in there. I finally remembered axon. It's taken 3 or 4 times for it to be in the grid for me to actually remember what this word is. So I'm happy about that. We have these paired paired false account clues. At 20 across, one might involve a false account cover story, and at 11 down, one might involve false accounts plural, tax scandal, and it's fun that both of those are involved in the theme as well, along with being paired clues. $100 bill slangily, not anything to do with the figure on the bill, but just the letter C for the Roman numeral C, which represents 100. So you might call them C spots. Or it might be short for cent in French. I'm not really sure where it comes from, but I'm assuming one or the other. I don't know what a vicar is. I'll look that up too. I didn't know that Charleston, South Carolina featured steeples in its skyline. That's interesting. I didn't really explain the Montreal traffic sign. Arrête is French for stop. Fairly straightforward. I'll have to remember what the FDIC stands for. It seems familiar, and I know that from within this context, but I don't remember the last time I saw it spelled out. Bad calls. Actually, big whoop and bad calls are both kind of fun here. Big whoop sort of figuratively means a sort of a big deal, but a whoop literally is a shout. So a big whoop, a shout. Bad calls is a little bit of a misdirection involved in the theme as well this time around, but not bad calls as in bad decisions here, but literally phone calls. Follower of the Gospels also involved in the theme, and tricky because we don't want a disciple of the Gospels. We want, we don't want sort of someone who believes in them, but we want literally the book that follows them in the Bible, I think is what's going on there. This does end up being Hail Bop, not Halley's Comet, a new, more recently discovered one. I already explained the difference between at Alia and at Ali, but I will have to look up what Asa is here. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so otherwise fairly good. Certainly a great theme and good balance in the grid of a little bit of wordplay and quite a lot of trivia. And a good Tuesday puzzle by Kathy Bloomer. If you enjoyed That's All, please leave me a thumbs up. If you want to know when I'm posting next, hit that subscribe button and you'll get those notifications. And we'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Cheers.